In the beginning, it started with me and Larry Gravel, a guy that I worked with at Oaks Mechanical for 6 years. After a brief stop of work in 1988, we met, decided that we couldn't be any worse than anybody else, and decided to start a company. We met at a restaurant, took a few days to come up with a name. It was funny. The names that we would have had had been just hilarious, but ended up calling it LAR-MEX. Larry for LAR. MEX were a few letters in the Lemieux name, so that's how it started.
That's when you went commercial?
Yeah, we started doing design builds. So Cornerstone was a design build contractor, and we would do some design builds for them. So we would do the mechanical work, and they do the architectural and construction part of the business. And we joined and did lots of projects over the years. I was on the tools for the first 2-3 years because I'm not a tradesman. I'm a technologist by trade, so I was really the designer and mainly the administrator at the time. So I was never on the tools, but I stayed on call until for the first 18 years.
So in 2013, the company was faced with a big decision. We had lost over 60% of our customers. We didn't have very many to start off with at the time. We had, like I mentioned before, mostly were mechanical contractors. One of those mechanical contractors bought a competitor of ours and decided to do the business himself. And the other became signatory to the refrigeration union. So in less than a month, we lost 60% of our customer base. We were faced with some pretty big decisions and decided to go all in and become their competitors.
So in 2015, Caesars goes through some difficulties, and we are probably a dozen,
Rick Morin,
maybe 10
Nick
guys.
Roson, Justin Mallette, Luc Robitaille. They came with Rick.
And some guys, some installing guys from some sheet metal installers.
Perry followed with sheet metal.
Yep. And then all of a sudden we are over 100 employees, 120 maybe at the time.
What is the Icon?
The Icon's the tallest building in Ottawa being built. In 2017, we bid a contract that had a lot of boilers. And these boilers were not your regular little boilers. These were industrial boilers. So pretty intimidating for our staff, but we were extremely fortunate, and were able to get the Villeneuve brothers to come and work for us. And these guys are awesome at boilers. So.
So in 2019, we've got approximately 235 employees. We're running about 400 projects a year.
A lot of people say that you have to have core values and mission statements and goals and everything like that. And I think as we grow and start learning more about ourselves, we see that disruption is probably one of our biggest core values. It's something that we've really somehow become addicted to. We like to disrupt the market. We find ways of doing it. The engineering department, the boiler department, the estimating department are all recent proofs of that disruption. We were able to source talent, implement it, structure it, not perfectly yet by any means, but still able to build that team within such a short period of time and have a successful outcome. It's incredible.
All right, what's the recipe? That's a good question. I think with Paul and Ghislaine, they kind of caused the butterfly effect, which was a little chaotic, but all those components created the perfect storm. I think at the center of the model is family, trust, and hard work.
One of the things we've seen is how many family members have brought in other family members. And that, in and of its own, is a huge compliment. That means that someone working here looked at their loved ones and said, you should too. And we use that to keep going. So what started as a family business is now a lot of people's family's business. Everybody grab an egg. Grab an egg. One. Grab an egg. 1, 2, 3.
You didn't even do it.
Hey, this freaking egg.